champions. East St. Louis is happening. Yeah. Knowledge and wisdom.
Pray. Father God, we're so thankful that you have allowed us to see yet another day. We thank you, Lord, for this opportunity to serve. Father, we ask that you would be in our midst, with us, dear God, in our decision making. In Jesus' name we do pray. Amen. Amen.
Ms. Bell, can you call the roll to establish a quorum for public?
Councilman Eastern.
Present.
Councilman Greenwood. Present. Councilman Mosley.
Present.
Councilman Dean.
Present.
Mayor Hicks.
Present.
You have 5 present.
We have a quorum. Item 2 is presentation of minutes held from meeting held on Thursday, May 5th, 2016. I'd like to move for the approval.
Second.
Ms. Bell, please call the roll.
Councilman Eastern.
Yes.
Councilman Greenwood.
Yes.
Councilman Mosley.
Yes.
Councilman Dean.
Yes.
Mayor Hicks.
Yes.
5 ayes, no nays.
3A is a construction management progress report for the month of May 2016. B is a construction management progress report for the month of June 2016. I'd like to move to receive these 2 items.
Second.
Ms. Bell, please call the roll.
Councilman Eastern.
Yes.
Councilman Greenwood.
Yes.
Councilman Mosley.
Yes.
Councilman Dean.
Yes.
Mayor Hicks.
Yes.
5 ayes, no nays.
Motion passes. 4, presentation of subcommittee reports. There aren't any. 5 is the ordinance, presentation of ordinance and resolutions. I would like to add to the agenda, Ms. Bill and Council, the ordinance renaming 53rd Street, State Street in Ohio to the world famous Sigma Boulevard to the city of East St. Louis, to this agenda, and that's it. So I'd like to make that motion, to make that item 5A. Ms. Bell, please call the roll.
Councilman Eastern.
Yes.
Councilman Greenwood.
Yes.
Councilman Mosley.
I want to hear what he said. I didn't understand.
I'm adding an item to the agenda.
Oh, okay.
Councilman Mosley.
Yes.
Councilman Dean.
Yes.
Mayor Hicks.
Yes.
5 ayes, no nays.
Motion passes. Now 5A is the ordinance renaming 53rd Street from State Street to Ohio Avenue to be the world famous Sigma Boulevard in the city of East St. Louis. We have Public Works person here yet? City Manager, are you familiar with this legislation?
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Okay, can you bring the council up to speed, please?
This is a piece of legislation that is given by the fraternity of Sigma, the Sigmas. Basically, they have done a lot of charitable giving and community service in the community. They have a letter of support from the library board president, Mr. Marlon Bush, in this packet as well. And also a letter from their president of their chapter. They basically want to rename this area of the street in their honor, based on their civic engagement and community service outreach.
Okay.
And I see that Ms. Clemens is also just walking as well.
So would this be an honorarium? This would be an honorarium blue sign, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Are there any other questions? Ms. Bell, I'd like to move for the approval of item 5A. Ms. Bell, please call the roll.
Councilman Eastern.
Yes.
Councilman Greenwood.
Yes.
Councilman Mosley.
Yes.
Councilman Dean.
Yes.
Mayor Hicks.
Yes.
5 ayes, no nays.
Motion passes. 6 is presentation of correspondence and memorandums. There are any. 7, old business. Any old business for Public Works?
Councilman?
Sir.
I have one, sir. We have Tubby Rauch is here tonight from on the issue regarding the Front Street right-of-way transfer. And we actually had an issue come up with that. If the council recalls, we actually made jurisdictional transfer of Front Street for the purpose of effectuating the county improvements that were going in to reroute the grain trucks in the truck route. There is a small portion of Front Street that was not included in the original legislation that council considered, which is where the new Missouri Avenue is going to intersect. So that little block area there to the north of the Casino Queen along Front Street needs to be included in that jurisdictional transfer, because under the EDA guidelines, that has to be a contiguous stretch of road. So Toby's here tonight to answer any questions you might have, but frankly, it's my recommendation and to the council, with your pleasure, Mr. Chair, that we would add this to the council agenda for consideration next week, which would be to add that small segment of Front Street / Missouri Avenue to the jurisdictional transfer for the Front Street project.
Mayor, do you have any concerns about that?
No, I had the opportunity to meet with Mr. Roach on yesterday, and the portion that he's talking about is a very, very small portion. It's not even close to a mile.
It's not even
even a block. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I meant, sorry. Not even, it's just a small section.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, and Mr. Roach is here. If the council has any questions technically for him, he can answer them, but frankly, it's just an addition to the project that was omitted when we approved the original jurisdictional transfer.
I don't have any questions. Ms. Greenwood?
No, I don't have any questions.
Councilman
I'll
Mosley?
prepare the legislation then and have it for council next week.
Ms. Dean, do you have any
No.
questions? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Any other old business for Public Works? New business for Public Works.
Yes, just a couple of things. Under new business, I wanted Ms. Gert to just quickly update the council on the grant that we applied for through IDOT. And just very quickly.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Recently, we got a letter from Representative Jackson to apply for a grant, a beautification grant from IDOT. And that grant was due, I believe, on June 17th, where we were able to apply for that grant. What we applied for was from Collinsville Avenue, from St. Clair all the way down to Broadway. And the grant is, we applied for approximately $1 million. And I sent a copy to the council also and the mayor. So we're hoping that we get that grant, so you all know how to lobby for it. Please do, we need that. It's a beautification grant all the way down on Collinsville Avenue.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Gert.
Any other new business?
Yeah, I would like to, Ms. Gerber, you come back from there.
Yes, sir.
And you straighten me out before if I go too far. Maybe I need to talk with the city manager about it, but since you up here, at 2114 Missouri Avenue, a tree was cut up and it's still there. Grass grew all around the debris. And I had a call about it to get it picked up. 2114 Missouri Avenue, the empty lot there, and the debris sitting there. On 22nd Street, there by my house, there's debris. No one picks up in that area. Why, I don't know. But I don't want to make an issue out of it. Maybe because it's me, but I need it picked up. 2114 Missouri Avenue and 323 North 22nd Street. So I'll be here. Thank you. Now, if it's Gertie, if it's you, it's fine. If not, I'll see the city manager. Did I go too far with that?
No, absolutely
Okay.
not.
Okay.
Do you have any idea who cut the tree down and left the and then the person who left the debris out there?
I don't know who cut it down, who cut it up. I do know that the gentleman, the house across the street, it was on his lot and on another lot.
So, is it city property, sir?
No,
Or should we send code enforcement out there to check that out? Because, I mean, we can pick
It's
it
not
up.
on city, it's on, well, it's at the alley, end of the alley, and, we could,
2114 Missouri Avenue.
you know where it is?
I know. Right across the street from Officer
There
Funeral.
you go, there you go.
Okay,
It's right
then
there.
that's the
You
private
remember
line.
that house fell? Remember when that tree fell?
I don't remember that, but that's on someone's private property.
It's off of the, property line, it's on somebody else's property.
It is. We'll look at that tomorrow. But the residents supposed to take care of their own property, and I think that's where we fall short in not, finding them to make them do what they need to do, because the city of St. Louis has a lot of responsibilities, and our residents need to step up and take care of their own properties. But I will look at that tomorrow and make sure that's taken care of for you. Then at 323 North 22nd Street, you said there's debris? Okay, is that on the street or in the alley? Where about- should I look at
It's
it?
on the alley, it's in the alley.
Is it on the edge of the alley? Okay. I will look at that tomorrow. Did we get a report on that? Because normally we try to answer all our reports. Is this the first time you reported it, sir?
Uh-huh.
Is it, okay, we'll take care of it.
Okay.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other new business for Public Works?
There is one more thing. I do want to take the time out to acknowledge the work that has been done in the police, where the police park their vehicles. The lot is being cleaned. As some of you know, there was a lot of weeds and things back there. But I just want to thank Ms. Gert for managing our young people to get that area cleaned up. They started cleaning it, was it yesterday? Tuesday. They started cleaning it Tuesday. The only thing that kind of got to us a little bit was when they came back on Wednesday, someone had cleaned out their vehicle, police vehicle, on the lot that they had just cleaned. So we just want to encourage everyone to be a part of assisting us to keep our area clean. But thank you, Ms. Kirk.
Citizen comments. We have Mr. Lonnie Slater.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
This is, Moses is warmed all over again. I was in here about a month ago. I was on the docket the other time, I missed them. I apologize for that. But I'm gonna start coming here every month until I get some kind of consideration. You know the story now. I, moved in the neighborhood in 1963. And they've been promising to do something to that street ever since that time. They never touched it. And I just want to know why. What's the problem? You know, they're doing everything else around us. They've done some streets 2 or 3 times, and still, potholes just getting larger and larger. And then, I think you all should look it over and check it out. I know a lot of people have special preferences because they got a larger precinct or whatever. But it's just a short street on 30th Street, right down from Harmony. 30th Street.
30th
Right.
Street.
And all up on Ridge, right, there's number of potholes out there.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Mr. Slater.
Thank you, Mr. Slater. Ms. Dorothy Joshua.
Good evening, council and citizens.
Good evening.
I didn't have a comment until the agenda. Normally, I just have my name put on the agenda just in case I have a comment with what's on the agenda to get a clarity and more of an explanation. So that's why you will see my name on there. And I didn't have a comment until the new business with Sigma Boulevard, the street being renamed. My question is, when the street, because I've been all out in the South End, we got Reverend Fennessy's, we got the other Reverend out there, and we got, Zachary Lee, we got, Wicks, and it's another one, it's 4 out there in the South End. Then we got them throughout the city. So I guess my question to you, when you all consider renaming these streets with people's name, is there a certain criteria that they have to answer before bringing it to council, for as who's gonna maintain that street? You know, they should automatically maintain the street if they want the street to be named after them. Make sure that the streets stay clean, make sure that it's groomed and everything. Is there anything that they have to do other than ask you all to rename the street? I'm just asking.
You want me to answer that? I can answer that. Ms. Gert, I know one of the things that was required by the director was signatures from the citizens. They had to get a number of signatures from those who lived in the area to make sure it was okay for the street to be honorarily named after that particular group. So I know that is one step that was taken before it was brought here.
Okay. Do you check those signatures with the Board of Election to make sure that they are registered voters, or you just assume that just because they signed and said that they're citizens, that there's no check and balance?
Ms. Gert?
It's supposed to be the people that live on that street. I think they're only requesting one block. They just want an honorarium. It's only one block that they requested. It's not the entire street. And that name would be underneath 53rd Street. It won't be taking that off 53rd Street. It's just an honorarium. The street name.
Well, it seemed like to me if they want a street name, whether it's honorary or what, that there should be certain criteria, at least a 2 or 3 question survey and or some type of commitment from them to have the street name. That's all I'm saying.
I can say that they did say they would maintain the area. They talked to the gentleman, he said he would maintain the area around it, help maintain the forest.
Thank you, Ms. Johnson.
Ms. Octavia Sanders. She's not here. I'd like to move for adjournment.
So moved.
Ms. Bell?
Councilman Eastern,
Yes.
Councilman Greenwood,
Yes.
Councilman Mosley,
Yes.
Councilman Dean,
Yes.
Mayor Hicks.
Yes.
5 ayes, no nays.
Ms. Bell, please call the roll to establish the Public Safety Committee.
Councilman Greenwood,
Present.
Councilman Mosley, Councilman Dean,
Present.
Councilman Eastern,
Present.
Mayor Hicks.
Present.
You have 5 present.
Item 2, presentation of the minutes from the meeting held on Thursday, May 5th, 2016. I would like to move for the approval.
So move.
On the question, Ms. Bell, please call the roll.
Councilman Greenwood,
Yes.
Councilman Mosley,
Yes.
Councilman Dean,
Yes.
Councilman Eastern,
Yes.
Mayor Hicks.
Yes.
5 ayes, no nays.
Motion passes.
Item 3, presentation of departmental reports. Item 3A, regulatory affairs business license applications. Just had 'em. I was trying to read them. They are Black Rose Liquor located at 1347 State Street, and Mary's Cafe, 2303 State Street. I move for the approval of item 3A.
So moved.
On the question, Ms. Bell, please call the roll.
Councilman Greenwood,
Yes.
Councilman Mosley,
Yes.
Councilman Dean,
Yes.
Councilman Eastern.
Yes.
Mayor Hicks.
Yes.
5 ayes, no nays.
Motion passes.
Item 3B, regulatory affairs monthly report for all fees collected for the month of May 2016. Item 3C, regulatory affairs monthly report for all fees collected for the month of June 2016. Item 3D, monthly report from the East St. Louis Fire Department for the month of May 2016. Item 3E, monthly report from the East St. Louis Fire Department for the month of June 2016. Item 3F, monthly report from the East St. Louis Police Department for the month of May 2016. Item 3G, monthly report from the East St. Louis Police Department for the month of June 2016. Item 3H, monthly report from the East St. Louis ESDA Department for the month of May 2016. Item 3I, monthly report from the East St. Louis ESDA Department for the month of June 2016. I would like to make a motion to receive items 3, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and I.
Second.
On the question, Ms. Bell, please call the roll.
Councilman Greenwood?
Yes.
Councilman Mosley?
Yes.
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilman Eastern?
Yes.
Mayor Hicks?
Yes.
5 ayes, no nays.
Motion passes.
Item 4, presentation of ordinances and resolutions. Item 4A, an ordinance for the mayor and city council authorizing the city manager to enter into a contract with Wayne's Hauling for the demolition of 5 structures. Those structures are 815 North 75th Street, 816 North 75th Street, 2908 Ohio Avenue, 2920 Ohio Avenue, and 716 North 21st Street. I would like to move for the approval of item 4A.
Second.
On the question, Ms. Bell, please call the roll.
Councilman Greenwood?
Yes.
Councilman Mosley?
Yes.
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilman Eastern?
Yes.
Mayor Hicks?
Yes.
5 ayes, no nays.
Motion passes.
Item 3B, an ordinance granting a special use permit for 1501 Martin Luther King Drive in the city of East St. Louis. I would like to move for the approval of item 4B.
Second.
Are there any questions? Ms. Bell, please call the roll.
Councilman Greenwood?
Yes.
Councilman Mosley?
Yes.
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilman Eastern?
Yes.
Mayor Hicks?
Yes.
5 ayes, no nays.
Motion passes.
Item 6, presentation of correspondence and memorandum. There are none. Item 7, old business. Is there any old business? Item 8, new business.
Madam Chair, I have some legislation I want to bring from the floor. We have an ordinance for the mayor and city council to approve the emergency purchase of a telecommunication generator and the corresponding line item transfer from TIF, from the general, line item transfer in the general fund. As you guys know, we've been under pressure in order to get a generator. Basically, this gives us the opportunity to purchase that generator. We've had several discussions with various contractors and companies on pricing for those generators. We have a few quotes. Tomorrow we'll have an electrician come out, one of the contractors from one of the companies out of a different state is coming tomorrow to give us the specifications exactly what we need. So what we've done is, since we have to give an answer to the county by tomorrow on our 911 system, we've given you legislation that gives us the spending authority up to, but not to exceed $50,000 to purchase a generator just for the telecommunications center. So this is for.
You know, I put that legislation like on your, probably your left side on each one of you, right in front of you, so if you wanna take a look at that.
Okay. So I would have to number this. Item
You should have
8.
came here and find it. But it's okay.
Okay, you wanna bring it up? Okay. Ms. Bell, I would like to make a motion to add, item 8A and item 8B, the new legislation, to the agenda. Item 8A, an ordinance for the mayor and city council to approve the 2016 TIF line item transfer. Item 8B, an ordinance for the mayor and the city council to approve the emergency purchase of a telecommunication generator.
Oh,
So,
I have
A correction?
correction.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not a TIF line item transfer, it's a general fund.
Okay.
That's my
General fund.
correction.
Okay.
So, item 8A, an ordinance for the mayor and city council to approve the 2016 general fund transfer, line item transfer. I would like to make a motion to approve items 8A and 8B.
Second.
On the question. Ms. Bell, please call the roll.
Councilman Greenwood,
Yes.
Councilman Mosley,
yes,
Councilman Dean,
Yes.
Councilman Easter,
Yes.
Mayor Hicks.
Yes.
5 ayes, no nays.
Item 9, citizens' comments. Oh. Okay. Ms. Bell, please call the roll.
Councilman,
Item 8A.
Councilman Greenwood.
Yes.
Councilman Mosley,
yes,
Councilman Dean,
Yes.
Councilman Easter,
Yes.
Mayor Hicks.
Yes.
5 ayes, no nays.
Motion passes.
Ms. Bell, please call the roll for item 8B. An
Council-
ordinance for the mayor and city council to approve the emergency purchase of a telecommunication generator.
Councilman Greenwood,
Yes.
Councilman Mosley,
yes,
Councilman Dean,
Yes.
Councilman Easter,
Yes.
Mayor Hicks.
Yes.
5 ayes, no nays.
Motion passes.
Item 9, citizens' comments. Ms. Dorothy Joshua.
I just have one, comment for you, and could you explain, 4B, an ordinance granting a special use permit? What is that about? Can you just give a little more information, what it's about, or
City
the
manager.
reason for this special,
Okay, use permit.
yeah?
Mike Wagner's gonna.
Okay.
There was a special use request that was made, that is, I forget the name of the church that's there, but essentially, there is a company that has a potential contract with the Federal Bureau of Prisons that is looking to put in a halfway house for 21 female inmates that are being reintroduced into the workforce. And they have a working relationship with some of the major retailers, Home Depot, Walmart, et cetera. And these people are nonviolent offenders who are given jobs and then have, as part of their sentence, have to live in a halfway house where they are reporting essentially on a daily basis. So that is an R1 designation that requires a special use permit under our zoning code. There was a public hearing that was had by the Planning Commission back in, I believe it was June 15th. All of the requisite property owners were given notice. It's all of the adjacent property owners plus property owners within 250 of the outermost boundary of the parcel being requested for the permit. I believe, judging by, I was not at the meeting, but I read the notes of the Planning Commission. It looked as if 3 citizens spoke in favor of the project, no one spoke against the project. And then it came to the council with recommendations from the Planning Commission about studying of the location. That's an advisory opinion to the council. The council can take its own, make its own decision. Essentially, the vetting of the project by the Planning Commission was that the project itself was sound, and that they believe that it could be in another location, but that the project itself was sound.
Answer your question, Ms. Joshua?
So does that mean that halfway house is gonna go there? That's what I would like to know. Cause
That
I was
means-
at that planning commission meeting.
That means that the underlying request for the permit has been approved, or will be approved at council meeting, or be considered for approval at council meeting next week. Whether the business itself will actually, come to fruition, we can't comment on that. The only thing the city's been requested to do is allow for the use of that particular parcel for a halfway house under the city's zoning code.
So that means that it's gonna be a halfway house there.
If they have everything else in line, they would be permitted to open a halfway house there under the zoning code.
Mayor, we also, Ms. Joshua, we also have the opportunity, the council has the opportunity to, for those who have not had the opportunity to vet that location, before council meets on next week. So, if there are any concerns, I know that the planning commission did have some concerns with the location, but I wanted to know, did the residents, what was the response from the residents? Did they submit a petition? I wasn't sure about that. Do you know?
Well, it was from the petition, some of the people that signed the petition did not live in that, area. And then, you know, you have new development going up, and you know, what's gonna happen to the new development to throw a halfway house right in their face?
So, it was my understanding that the recommendation from the planning commission is that the concept as far as a halfway house in the city and the business plan is sound, but they didn't approve of the location because of, I believe it was Sinai, the development that's going on in Sinai, because they believe that it would impede on their progress of going into separate phases. And given that location, the planning commission's concern was that it should be located somewhere else. So, and I mean, just to be clear, the planning commission.
Point of order, we should have had all these questions asked before we voted. We done voted now, so we need to move on. Because we done voted now, so I don't wanna keep rehashing it. If we got any other questions, we could deal with that offline.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you, Ms. Joshua. B, Ms. Natavia Sanders. Okay. Ms. Bell, please call for the adjournment of the Public Safety Committee.
Councilman Greenwood,
Yes.
Councilman Mosley,
Yes.
Councilman Dean,
Yes.
Yes.
Councilman Eastern,
Yes?
Mayor Hicks.
Yes.
5 ayes, no nays.
Linda, please call the roll to establish form for the finance committee.
Councilman Dean,
Yes.
Councilman Eastern,
Yes.
Councilman Greenwood,
Yes.
Councilman Mosley, Mayor Hicks.
Present?
You have 5 present.
Item 2, presentation of the minutes from the meeting held on Thursday, May 5th, 2016. I'd like to move for approval.
Second.
Ms. Bell, please call the roll.
Councilman Dean,
Yes.
Councilman Eastern,
Yes.
Councilman Greenwood,
Yes.
Councilman Mosley,
Yes.
Mayor Hicks.
Yes.
5 ayes, no nays.
Item 3, presentation of departmental report. Item A, monthly report from the city treasurer for the month of February 2016. Item B, monthly report from the city treasurer for the month of March 2016. Item C, monthly report from the city treasurer for the month of April 2016. Item D, monthly report from the city treasurer for the month of May 2016. Item E, monthly report from the purchasing department for the month of May 2016. Monthly report from the budget, item 3F, monthly report from the budget department for the month of May 2016. And item G, monthly report from the budget department for the month of June 2016. I'd like a motion for approval for items 3A through G.
Second?
Ms. Bell, please call the roll.
Councilman Dean,
Yes.
Councilman Eastern,
Yes.
Councilman Greenwood,
Yes.
Councilman Mosley,
Yes.
Mayor Hicks.
Yes.
5 ayes, no nays.
Motion passes.
Item 4, presentation of subcommittee reports, there are none. Item 5A, item 5, presentation of ordinances and resolutions. Item 5A, an ordinance for the mayor and city council to approve the 2016 TIF budget amendment. I'd like a motion for approval 5A.
Second? So move, rather.
Second.
Ms. Bell, please call the roll.
On the
No.
question,
Oh,
I had a question.
Okay.
Mr. Bennett,
Yes, sir.
there's been some changes
Mhm.
to this budget amendment. Can you walk us through these changes, please?
Yep, if you all want, there's not that many, but if you wanna go to page 3 of the actual budget document. Actually, that's page 4. essentially, there were a few projects, sewer project as well as a street project in TIF District 1 and 3A that was not, included in the previous budget amendment. And we've made actual adjustments to account for those particular projects. In exchange, the demolition line item actually decreased so that we can make those changes. Also, in the previous budget amendment, there was 2 clean team positions that were being taken out of that budget amendment. We've removed that and just leaving those positions as is. So, in a nutshell, those are the only changes that we're doing within this particular TIF budget amendment.
So the street project is located where? And the sewer project?
You say this, hold on for a second. It's a sewer project in TIF 1.
Okay. And where is
Sewer
it
project, I have no idea what that project is. I think that's a project that the Public Works Department is working on.
So, Ms. Gert, has that been let yet, or is it emergency? Or what's the?
No, that project is ongoing. What happened is, there are some projects due to the changing in personnel in the Public Works Department, things that were supposed to happen last year, they didn't get taken care of. And now that company is basically saying, okay, we owe this amount of money for this sewer project. So we're just basically adjusting it so that we can basically make the final adjustment to pay out on that project.
So we didn't have this information in June?
No, I wasn't aware of it I wasn't aware of it when I created the budget amendment to be approved in June, so yes, you're correct.
Are there any more questions? I'd like to make a motion. It's already been seconded, has it? Okay. Ms. Bishop, you call the roll.
Item 5B, an ordinance for the mayor and city council to approve.
Yeah,
Call-
you
okay.
gotta call roll.
You have a motion and a second on the floor.
Do I have a second? Okay.
Are you withdrawing your motion second? Or are you? We're on time.
Well, time out. Is it seem like there needs to be some unreadiness about this new items added? Is that what it, you don't have any?
So those
Just bring it.
I'm not for it yet. I still have some questions. But you can call the roll.
You can call the roll.
Okay. Ms. Bishop, please call the roll.
Councilman Dean,
Yes.
Councilman Eastern,
Yes?
Councilman Greenwood,
No.
Councilman Mosley,
No,
Mayor Hicks.
Yes.
3 ayes, 2 nays.
Motion fails.
Item 5B, an ordinance for the mayor and city council to approve the 2016 general fund budget amendment. I'd like to make a motion for approval of 5B.
So move.
Ms. Bell, please call the roll.
Councilman Dean,
Yes.
Councilman Eastern,
Yes?
Councilman Greenwood,
No.
Councilman Mosley,
no,
Mayor Hicks.
Yes.
3 ayes, 2 nays.
Motion fails.
Item 6, presentation of correspondence and memorandum. There are none. Item 7, old business. Is there any old business? Item 8, new business. Is there any new business? Yes.
I'm down there on Mello's Tire Shop. Wait a minute. Got it. Got it.
You have to be.
Got it. Wait till citizens comment.
Citizen comment. Item 9, citizen comments. Ms. Dorothy Joshua.
I would like to know from the Councilman Mosley and Councilman Greenwood, the reason for them voting no on the budget amendment, TIP and the general fund. Because this amendment has been coming before council now for over 2 months, and it continues to be voted no. Now, I do know when we had the ex-mayor and the ex-city manager before us, there was not, I don't think, Councilman Mosley, the word no ever came, because I do recall at one council meeting, you didn't know what was being voted on, and just because he was for it, you changed your no vote to a yes vote. This ordinance for the TIF budget, I'm not for TIF, and I never have been, and I never will be, but this city needs to be moved forward. We as taxpayers deserve to know why, when you all vote no, we deserve to know the reason why you all are voting no. So could you, Councilman Mosley, and could you, Councilman Greenwood, explain to the few citizens that are left standing here because of this nonsense, could you explain to us why you all are voting no, your reason for it? I would appreciate it.
Ms. Joshua, I will continue to work with the budget director and the city manager in addressing the concerns that I have with the amendments. We've been having ongoing conversations. I've spoken with the President Pro Tem, the mayor, and the budget director and the city manager about my concerns. And I am for 100% moving the city forward. So we just need to hammer out some things that's within the amendment.
Okay. Item 9B, Mr. Tavius Sanders. Is this the finance question, sir? Finance question that you have?
For me, yes. I came out here to open up my tire shop in Edmond, and I wanna know, they say they're waiting on y'all to, y'all didn't make a judgment on it yet. So I wanna figure out what happened last month.
What's your name, sir?
Vernell Ellis.
You put in was it a business license? Did you
Yes.
apply for a business license?
Yes.
Chief.
You talking about the business license or the fee?
No, business
No,
license.
he applied, I remember that, it was taken out for some reason. I can't remember why. But we'll investigate it.
Okay.
I'd like to move for adjournment.
So move.
Ms. Bell, please call the roll.
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilman Easton?
Yes.
Councilman Greenwood?
Yes.
Councilman Mosley? Councilman Mosley? Councilman Mosley?
Yes.
Mayor Hicks?
Yes.
5 ayes, no nays.
The mayor?
Community development. Ms. Bell, will you please call the roll for the community development meeting?
Councilman Mosley? Councilman Dean?
Present.
Councilman Easton?
Present.
Councilman Greenwood?
Present.
Mayor Hicks?
Present.
You have 5 present.
Item 2, presentation of the minutes from the meeting held on Thursday, May 5th, 2016. Is there a motion?
So move.
Been moved by Councilman Eastern. Is there a second? Second by Councilman Mosley. Do we have any questions? Ms. Bell, will you please call the roll?
Councilman Mosley?
Yes.
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilman Eastern?
Yes.
Councilman Greenwood?
Yes.
Mayor Hicks?
Yes.
5 ayes, no nays.
Item 3, presentation of departmental reports. We have 3A, the monthly report from Employee Services for the month of May 2016. Item 3B, the monthly report from Employee Services for the month of June 2016. Item 3C, monthly report from the TIF department for the month of May 2016. And item 3D, monthly report from the TIF department for the month of June 2016. Is there a motion to approve to receive items 3A through 3B.
So move.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilman Eastern, seconded by Councilman Mosley. Do we have any questions? Madam Clerk, I'm sorry, Ms. Bell, would you please call the roll?
Councilman Mosley?
Yes.
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilman Eastern?
Yes.
Councilman Greenwood?
Yes.
Mayor Hicks?
Yes.
5 ayes, no nays.
Motion passes.
Item 4, presentation of subcommittee reports. We don't have any at this time. Item 5, presentation of ordinances and resolutions. We don't have any at this time. Item 6, presentation of correspondence and memorandum. We don't have any. Item 7, do we have any old business under community development? Any old business? Item 8, do we have any new business under community development? Okay. Item 9, citizens' comments. We have 9A, Ms. Dorothy Joshua. No.
I don't have any for this committee.
Okay. Item 9B, Ms. Natalia Sanders.
I'm not Natalia, but I'll say something. Ma'am, okay. Thank you for the opportunity to stand before each and every one of you this evening. That is an honor. And thank you for hearing what I have to say tonight. This is in regards to National Night Out. We're going to do it really big this year. It's about community engagement. It is going to be, and this is really community development as well as public safety, because it's community and police coming together and building that relationship. In light of the things that's going on in Ferguson, in light of the things that's going on around us in the world, East St. Louis can always hold that torch up and thank God that it's not happening to us in this community. And we need to continue to be on the forefront and speaking out and showing what can be done to bring about positive police and community relations so that we can curb crime in our community. And that's very important to us. We just want each of you members on the council to be aware that this year it will be implemented August 2nd, which is Tuesday. It is from 5 to 7. Last year, Mayor, you did a wonderful job, and I was very happy to see you there. And I hope this year we can see the same thing. LaToya, of course, we would appreciate that, public safety. So any support, most things that we do as an organization, we do spearhead alone. So we would like you to consider being part and really joining in this year and helping to make it a huge success. We'll have people from Washington, Chicago, Springfield, St. Clair County. A lot of different organizations will be joining into this public action so that our community can become better engaged citizens. So thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I wanted to add, council, I haven't had the opportunity to talk to each one of you. One of the things that we have commissioned an economic development manager and our volunteer planning department to look at, and we had the opportunity to talk about it, is the downtown area and the development of the downtown area. Citizens, we have properties that we own on Collinsville Avenue, and one of the things that this administration is looking at is the possibility of us developing ourselves. We believe that now is the time for us to help ourselves, and we have the opportunity. That's not to say that we're not working with others who are willing to come in and develop, but we have the opportunity to do some things. So I just wanted to let council know that there's some research going on. A couple of the properties have been looked at, the Union Bank as well as the Discount City. And so we have those departments looking at that. And soon, when they get a presentation together, they'll be presenting to council and then to the community about what it is that we want to do in the downtown area. So we just wanted the citizens to know that economic development is definitely on our list, and our departments are working right now as we speak, researching and gathering information for us all. So I just want us to be thinking in terms of of really working together and pooling our resources that we already have here in East St. Louis. We have businesses that we can reinvest in. And I just believe that if we start doing that and helping each other, we'll do great. So just wanted you guys to know that.
Mary, that includes the hotel?
Yes, sir.
Broadview?
Yes, sir.
You talk about?
Yes, sir. Eventually. Yes, sir. We have a lot to talk about.
Did you know that the old Walgreens is up for auction?
I did not know, but that is really good information to know. I know that
It's in the auction this time,
okay.
and the place next to the building that our former city manager used to have, that building's up for auction.
Javon?
No.
The one next to
On the opposite side of, on this side of,
City manager, can you duly note that?
it's up for auction. And you can check, the Murphy building belongs to us, but they tell me it's in auction also, so if he's checking one, he can check 3 and 4 more and make sure that, that's what's going on. It's there in auction. You need to get your auction book and look through it. I thought you knew it, but you didn't know that's what's going on.
Thank you, Councilman Mosley. And I know that the economic development manager has also been talked with some of the owners downtown, and they are willing to work along with the city. So we got some things to do. I'd like to make a motion to adjourn the community development meeting.
Second.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Can I just give one quick bit of information?
Sure.
Councilman Mosley referenced the property at the Mosley building, the Murphy building. If the council recalls, we are in the process of litigating that to get a judicial deed. It's still in the possession of the developer, and the court has granted our motion, so we're waiting for the deed to be entered. Once that happens, we'll take control of that and file a P-tax form so that the property taxes, it would take it off of the tax auction. But I'm glad Councilman Mosley said that, because if it is on the tax auction block, we need to notify the trustee of the pending litigation, so that they know to take it off the auction block. So I will take care of that. Thank you, Council.
Thank you. And also, can we, I would like for us to take a look at that other property for Walgreens and all that, because I did not.
Yeah, you can do that.
There is another piece of property, that blue building curving around St. Clair Avenue, that's also up for auction.
I don't know, you look in the book, and then I don't wanna say the wrong thing.
No, I'm not saying we wanna get it, but I know that's, I'm sorry, Councilman.
I won't say, I do know those within the book,
Okay.
but you can look at that. Others in the book too. And people are ready for that too, man. They're groping for trying to buy the Murphy building, not the Murphy building, the Green Wall building, can't do it with. They wanna buy it and, I guess, sell it back to the city or, you know, I don't know. So you need to get on top of that. And also, while I'm talking, I mentioned to the city manager that New Hope Church will be, area for when it get too hot. You remember that, city manager, I mentioned that to you?
Cooling center, yes, sir.
You wanna expound on that?
You wanna expound on it?
Me and Mr. Mosley had a discussion, we said the New Hope will be one of the cooling centers. I'm gonna get with our emergency, management director, and talk to him about it, and also probably get with the, Red Cross, because they wanna know where our cooling centers are, so they can send other types of resources throughout the summer, to help as well. So, we will do that, Mr. Mosley.
Okay. The reason why I mentioned to him, because I'm a trustee at Greater New Hope, and we voted on it Sunday to allow that, so I'm pretty sure the individuals in charge will send a letter or let you know about what it's about. So I just want to just mention it, and I don't don't want to take nothing from one, they probably should have let it already. I want you to know, that the public know that when it get too hot in June, July and August, you can come there, because we got some volunteers, it's gonna be working with you all. Thank you.
Thanks, Councilman.
Last thing, just for everybody in the council, just to let you guys know, we're planning a community movie night for July the 23rd. We are planning to get that event sponsored by a private donor. We're gonna rent a 33-foot screen. There's gonna be free popcorn for everybody out there. This is gonna happen at the Welcome to East St. Louis sign at 10th and St. Clair. So please let everyone know to come on out. We plan to do some type of campaign to let the community know, or get some input from them on what type of movie they want to see. So we haven't picked a movie yet, but we have signed the contract already for movie night. So it'll be July the 23rd. I think it'll start around 7 or 8 p.m. So just let everybody know.
Okay, I guess I'll go ahead and, since we're talking about that, I want to take the opportunity to thank everyone that has participated in our first project, which is the welcome sign area for the Restoration of Hope initiative. It has been phenomenal. We've had donations on every end, and so we've been able to, from the side to the portable potties, to the equipment, to the new sign that will be put up, to the electrical work that had to be done, all the way to the new sidewalks that will be laid. These are all corporate citizens chiming in, along with, in addition to our citizens and our youth workers. So I just want to take the time out to thank everyone, and to also let everyone know that now when you ride on the Metro Link, you can see when you pass by there, all the trees and all the greenery that was there. There's a little bit left for beautification, but all the rest that wasn't so beautiful and that was causing a possible public safety hazard has been removed. Also, adjacent to the grass area, there was also another huge area where vegetation was and trees, and that too has been removed. We're still working on, next week, the sidewalks will be laid, and then we'll do a little bit more grooming and beautifying of that area. But we just want to thank everybody for everything that they have done, donated water, food. The community really chimed in, and it just goes to show what we can do when we work together. And in addition to that, we also want you to know that there's a plan to maintain that, okay? So any project that we do, we have a plan to maintain it as well. And we just wanted you to know that. And we'll be moving on. The next project will begin July 18th, and we'll be moving on around. And we plan on continuing in our central business area, the downtown area, and some of those entrances and main areas. There will be a lot of work going on. It won't just be for the summer. So we just want to thank everyone for that. And I know we have a second and a motion to adjourn, but I'll quickly, Mr. Taylor.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. I appreciate that. For those who don't know, I'm Terrence Taylor with Community Development Sustainable Solutions. I'm the Vice President. And, you know, unfortunately, we are a young organization. We're going on 4 years old now. And we have had a few lumps. But the thing is, we have some paperwork now that we put forth, you know, before we actually do business or give ideas or, you know, or lay out our mental real estate. So there's, you know, we try to bring that to the city, and we want, you know, our ideas and things that we have, you know, because we bring grants that are public and private, that a non-profit organization has to deal with the city, you know, to go forward. So before we lay out some of that mental real estate, you know, because we just passed up on a grant and we tried to put that paperwork in first, you know, before we actually laid out the grant, because we already had it done. But the deal is, you know, we would like for the city to know when we come with our paperwork. You know, don't get afraid of it, you know, just look at it for what it is. And what it is us trying to be on the up and up with you guys and trying to lay out our mental real estate and provide some funding for the city, because a lot of times those grants are, city has to be fiscal agent, you know, so when we come like that, you know, don't get afraid, we're coming for money. We're coming so that we can bring some development in the community, okay? And that's all my statement was.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Taylor, and make sure we partner at the initial stages so that we can know what's going on. There is a motion and a second on the floor to adjourn. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll? Ms. Bell, I'm sorry, the
Councilman
clerk tonight.
Councilman Mosley?
Yes.
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilman Easter?
Yes.
Councilman Greenwood?
Yes.
Mayor Hicks?
Yes.
Bye-bye.